by being unreliable in your business, you set a lousy example for your employees in your business. Well, if you are watching this video, chances are that you also saw the title, which is How Unfocused Business Owners Can Increase Their Revenue by at least 110%. Okay, well, let me explain that a little bit further. So the first thing that comes to mind is unreliable. And unreliable means people don't know where they stand with you. They don't know when they can talk to you. They don't know whether you're going to lash out to them, get upset, maybe smile all the time. They don't know if there are consequences. And especially combined with you being unfocused, well, maybe they even think they can get away with just about anything. And that's not what you want, do you? So, you being unfocused, what does that mean? What are we talking about? Unfocused can be the result of so many reasons. It could be because something is personal is happening in your life. It could be because something is happening in your business and you do not know how to anticipate. It could be that you're thinking about certain people, whether it's your employees or other things that's going on. It could be something which is happening in your surroundings, or something, in the economy. I mean, take COVID, for instance, or take the war in Ukraine. Maybe that will give extra expenses. But going back to COVID, what if your staff isn't there because they all fall ill? What if you fall ill and you can't focus? What if because of you not feeling good mentally and or physically, you cannot focus? And last but not least, what if something happens because of you not taking good care of yourself? Usually the last thing is something which is the result of something you haven't done or have done long term. So you taking good care of yourself, what are we talking about? We are talking about drinking enough water, not skipping your food, because that will lead to brain fog, and with you, not being focused because you don't have enough energy in your system. What if you have had a wild party the day before, and what if you are doing that more systematically? That's not going to work. What if you have a constant lack of sleep? So there are a myriad of reasons why you can be unfocused. And when we talk long term, part of it can be because something is going on in your life. And you're traumatized maybe, or it's something that's happening around you, and you can't fix it, but you do experience the consequences of whatever is going on. And as a result, you cannot be fully present in your business. What if this is about you never really given any consideration to your health, because health is normal, right? Well, wrong. Health is not normal. And last but not least, what if you being unfocused actually means that you are not picking up on the things that are happening around you in your business? Say, for instance, with your staff. What is your staff doing? Are they listening to you? Do you talk to them? Do you have regular meetings? Do they say one thing, but at the same time do the other? Those are things you want to keep in check. After all, you are the business owner. I mean, you chose to be a business owner, right? So there are some responsibilities which come with running a business. Well, if you have had a business for a longer amount of time, then I assume that you have taken things into consideration like economic circumstances. One of the things I just mentioned was, for instance, the war that's going on with the Ukraine, but also COVID. Remember when in China people weren't able to produce certain things anymore due to major illness, so certain parts were not available. What if your staff falls ill? That's all things you have to take in consideration. What if rules change? If prices change? What if your competition suddenly has this immensely great idea? And apart from the competition, how flexible is your company? And do you know which guidelines you need to uphold to? And do you also comply to those? Do you know which contracts need renewing in order for you to keep having your customers? Do you reach out to them? Do you let them know, hey, here I am, how are you doing? Oh yeah, I've been thinking about you, this, that, and the other. It's about being reliable. You are there. People know who you are. And of course, you can make this choice of saying, well, I run a company where I am the cheapest. And that's the sole reason where people come to me for. So they don't expect service. They don't expect quick solutions. They just expect that if everything is normal, that they get the service they're provided that they've asked for and what you provide them with. But what if you are one who says, no, I stand out because I do certain other things, I talk to the people. If it's important, then I know your business. I know how to solve it. I take away all your worries. Well, especially when it comes to the latter, you need to be reliable. You can probably get away when you're really cheap, but when you are doing a decent job, asking a decent price, then there are expectations. And those expectations can only be met if you have a smoothly running organization, which in turn requires that you are present and, there we go, focused. So you need to know what's going on in your business and, of course, around you and with your customers and all that stuff. And if you're thinking right now, like, oh my God, I'm tired as this, then I should ask you, do you have what it takes to be a business owner? Because if you do, then this is part of the game. And if you say, but I've been a business owner for over a decade, what are you talking about, Lexi? And I'll say, well, then maybe something else is bugging you, and that's probably why you're watching this video. As in, hey, I am unfocused. Yeah, that's true. And I don't know what to do about it. Well, I'm going to give you some suggestions. First of all, unfocused means your mind is all over the place. Take some time to write things down. Talk them over with other people. But be clear on what it is. What is it that makes you unfocused? Know it. If it's things you can change on the spot, no partying, drinking more water, getting your proteins, be low on carbs, especially during the day. So no after dinner dips, no after lunch dips, all that stuff. That's something you do not want. Those are things you can do something about. You can take a walk during lunch, maybe walk even with your employees when there's a possibility. You can take regular breaks. Get that cup of coffee. Don't drink coffee all the time. Like I said, also get some healthy stuff. But take care of yourself. And, it's walk the walk, talk the talk. And I'm not going to say have a juice bar at your company. But then again, if you can, that might help. I mean, there are companies which have excellent things for their employees. Of course, those are usually the bigger companies. But, when people can take a break every now and then, get recharged, get going again, when they can take a walk, keep their minds from things, just focus on something else. That's usually when they are more productive and more creative. Of course, it all needs to be able to be done in your company. But it's just some suggestions to make sure that you feel good, so you are focused, and by giving the example that people know it's okay to take a break and, then get back stronger than ever, going for it. Then you can also, of course, have this mentality, which is because I can. And there is something very dangerous to that, because it could result in people saying, ooh, I'm scared. Yeah, I don't look scared, I know. But people could be scared, and they could think like, oh my God, if I don't do this, then I'm losing my job. Does that mean they're going to walk the extra mile? I don't think they will. They probably do what they need to do, and maybe they even look busy, but they're not doing the things they should be doing. Because likely when it's like you have to do what I tell you to, because I say so, you're not inspiring. And that's what you need. You want people who are driven like you. The tricky thing is when you are unfocused, that they might think because I can, as in get away with it, because you're not noticing it anyway. Maybe you're just saying things, but that's it. You're like a barking dog, but you don't bite. And I don't, of course, literally mean bite, but you know what I'm getting at. So if there are no consequences, then why should they? And consequences can not just be negative consequences. Consequences can also be positive consequences, reinforcements, as in a compliment, a bonus, giving promotion, putting them on a special project, sending them to a certain course they love to do, give them some space to work in the hours that they want. I don't know, whatever is possible, again, within your business. Then make sure that you're not missing things that are going on in your business, in the world around you, with your business, with your clients, with the economy, and with your competition. You are the one who's the strategic leader. So you started your business for a reason. Make sure that you can continue on. And if for some reason, because of legislations or rules or whatever it is, you can't go on, how can you make sure that your business is still the business you love to do? Maybe change it a little bit. Maybe there are new technologies you can use, take advantage of, be ahead of your competition. But be sure that you are flexible, but more importantly, know why you need to be flexible. So what can go on? And last but not least, your staff. I've talked about your staff, but what if your staff is gone? I mean, we've talked about COVID. And what I didn't mention is, what if people have to work from home and you don't have the possibility to have them work from home? What if you don't have any paying customers? So what do you do with your staff? What if your staff falls ill? What if your staff can't keep up with what it is you want because they don't have the skill set, they can't grow? And who is there for you? That's maybe the most important question. Who's there for you when you are unfocused? And who will trust you? Because you have shown that you don't just talk the talk, but you walk the walk too. So you are reliable. Can you say, check, check, check? Can you say you are reliable in your business, both for your clients and for your staff? If so, kudos. But if one of these things stood out, then maybe you want to think things over and see how you can improve this. I am always available for a one-on-one coaching session. And for those who have problems communicating to the staff what they actually want, which is the reason why you maybe say one thing but do something else, let's get in touch about communication, because that's so very important. Anyway, if you've listened to this, what do you need to change? Write it down. Know when you're going to do something about it, and make sure that you communicate it to other people so they know what to expect from you. That's the first step in no longer being unreliable. You can do it. Let me know how you did it.